Last video, we saw what it would be like if Toy Freddy had his ultimate custom night voice in the FNAF 2 movie. And you guys did not disappoint with the reception it got. In fact, I'd even say that it was actually...
Oh my gosh, no one wants to see this stupid guy do these voices!
Look, if you don't like it, you can leave! We are not doing this again!
Okay, but yo! Yeah!
No!
Freddy, look at all those views!
Get out! You are banned! Inappropriate!
Oh, I changed my mind! I've got to beat that number of views!
Shut up!
You guys commented, you guys liked, you guys asked. So, I guess now we all gotta ask the new question that you've all been waiting for. What if Toy Bonnie sounded like MatPat in Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Copyright! Take one. The Theorist Take. Action!
My name is Bonnie. Can we be friends, Debbie? I'm gonna go see if your mom will let us stay up late. Your mom doesn't care about you. She only thinks about herself. Parents are all the same, and I have to punish them for that.
Alrighty, let me start off by saying this. I don't think anyone expected MatPat to be the voice of Toy Bonnie in this movie. In fact, I thought it was Cap the first time I heard about the news, but no, it was real. Alongside the other actors, Kellen Goff and Megan Fox for Toy Freddy and Toy Chica respectively. I knew MatPat was going to do a great job with this role, considering he's literally a theater kid and has a vocal background as well. So him being able to alter his voice for Toy Bonnie would have been great for this. Now, with that being said, did y'all actually think that MatPat was going to use his regular voice for Toy Bonnie? I know people meme about it and all and make animations on it, which, by the way, are incredible and hilarious. Especially the ones where they say the famous line,
"Catch up with you some other time, and don't overdo it, watch your calories."
Don't you tell me how many calories I need,
which, side note, Stephanie would have been actually a good pick for Toy Chica too. I'm surprised it fits so well. But back on the main topic. The amount of people I saw say,
"What the hell is this?
This isn't MatPat," when they first heard the voice, I was like, don't y'all want people to put on a voice for certain characters? Like, let's be real. MatPat is more than just a retired theory guy. This guy can sing, dance, act, like he's literally a triple threat. Of course he was gonna alter his voice in some way, and even said so at Comic-Con.
I, Mr. MatPat himself, am getting to be the voice of Toy Bonnie. Yeah, I'm the voice of an animatronic. Might have a little filter in there, but it is MatPat through and through.
So it's a good thing that they had him change his voice to better suit Toy Bonnie here. However, how would it work in the movie? Well, to be honest, it would have just been way too funny for people to take seriously. Good on them for changing it up a bit. It would have been funny on paper, but in practice, it just wouldn't have been taken seriously, so I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Take 2, the original honoring. Action!
My name is Bonnie. Can we be friends, Debbie? I'm gonna go see if your mom will let us stay up late. Your mom doesn't care about you. She only thinks about herself. Parents are all the same, and I have to punish them for that.
Okay, so this take is meant to be close to his original voice from FNAF AR Special Delivery, which, fun fact, holds the record for my least favorite FNAF game. Congratulations! Despite that, you may remember from my FNAF voice impressions video from 2 years ago, I said this.
Does anyone else think Toy Bonnie's voice is a bit off, out of character? I don't know. I've gotten used to it, but let's move on.
So now you might be wondering, what are my thoughts now? Well, the voice kinda grew on me. I think a lot of my reservations from the voice came from how I pictured Toy Bonnie would sound. Like, I knew it would be high, but not that high. Like, I was not expecting that. But after listening to it a bit over and over, I'd say it fits. I think since his voice was so underutilized, not many people really accepted his voice and people couldn't really form a proper conclusion with it. But like I said, I don't hate the voice. If anything, I think it captures the toy in Toy Bonnie in some areas. Sometimes he could sound like a little doll at times, which I guess, depending on who you are, it can be scary. Personally, I don't think it would be scary, cause, you know, I live with puppets.
Hey, that is the point of the channel after all.
Now, the main concern here is how it would translate over to the film. And honestly, You may think it sounds like it couldn't work on a first watch, but look at it from the perspective I just gave to you, how he sounds like a doll at times. To a child, this sounds like a happy loving toy, but to an adult, this is the exact toy that you see in all the horror movies, the one that wants to kill you. Now granted, this is definitely my fault that it doesn't sound as good as it should, but when you look at it through that lens, it actually isn't that bad. I feel like with a bit of tweaking here and there, the essence of a toy telling you that your mom doesn't care about you could be scary in this sense. But still gets a 6 out of 10. Take 3, the prequel. Even though for this joke to work, it would need to be called the sequel since the video this is referencing came from the second and not the third video.
Action!
My name is Bonnie. Can we be friends, Debbie? I'm gonna go see if your mom will let us stay up late. Your mom doesn't care about you. She only thinks about herself. Parents are all the same, and I have to punish them for that.
Now this is personally my favorite take out of the two. In case you didn't notice, this is supposed to be close to how Toy Bonnie sounds in the hit video 5 AM at Freddy's, the prequel. Yeah, y'all know the one.
Well, now we've got 2 Freddys in the room.
Cool.
Bonnie, oh my god, I will slap you!
This voice is honestly similar to how I thought Toy Bonnie would sound in general. The voice is high-pitched, but just low enough to where he can show his menacing side. Granted, I'm putting my hands up here, this take is sort of like a hybrid voice, where yes, it's imitating that voice from the video, but it's also an original take of how it could translate to the film, like how I personally would do it. Which honestly, I think it works the best out of the 3. It mixes all the elements of Toy Bonnie's character so well, it's goofy, luring, and is good at capturing his anger during the scene where he's about to kill the mom. While I do love the voice that we got in the movie, I think this one would have also been a solid pick as well. So that's why I give it a 9 out of 10.
Bonus voice! Bonus voice!
Impression of movie Toy Bonnie.
Action!
My name is Bonnie. Can we be friends, Debbie? I'm gonna go see if your mom will let us stay up late. Your mom doesn't care about you. She only thinks about herself. Parents are all the same, and I have to punish them for that.
Alright, it's not bad. Definitely better than the Toy Freddy impression that I attempted. I'm a lot happier with this impression, despite me thinking that I at least did good in both of them. Slightly. There's still work to be done here with this one, but for the most part, I think I got it down. However, like always, my ears may be way different than yours, which is why I'm once again giving this a question mark out of 10. So, what y'all think of this one? I'll be honest and say that Toy Bonnie's voice is probably one of the most conflicted in the FNAF community. Which is strange because a lot of the voices that were given to the characters were straight up accepted on the spot, like Funtime Foxy, Jacko Chica, Withered Bonnie, all of those, but for some reason, it just never was the case for Toy Bonnie. I do want to preface this by saying that these ratings aren't based on which voice would have been objectively better, as I don't want any negativity to spread towards any of the voice actors. Cause come on, that's not what we're here to do, we're here to support each other. These kinds of videos are just how my takes of the characters would sound if these options were given. So, when I say a voice wouldn't work, I'm not saying it's bad. In fact, I've always said the opposite. Like any voice you give for a character, some choices work and others don't is what I'm trying to convey here. But hey, maybe you think some of my ratings are wrong. What do you think? Just let me know in the comments below. Oh, and while you're at it, be sure to subscribe to Pierce Puppets Productions as well. I've noticed that a lot of you are new here, and I think you'd like to know what we have to offer here. So, here's a brief little summary. Let's go! Pierce Puppets Productions is a puppet production channel where we focus mainly on making mostly original content with the puppets. But there are also other types of videos on the channel as well, like Impersons, short meme videos, song covers, anything a nerd like you watching,
Yes, I know you're a nerd. Don't try and hide it.
would definitely enjoy watching, so please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And with that, I think that concludes this series of seeing which voices would work for the animatronics in the FNAF 2 movie. It was so cool that we were able to cover everyone that has a voice here.
Hang on a minute. Something isn't right.
Yeah, everyone that has a voice in this movie? I know it wasn't just us two.
Indeed. In fact, I think that we're missing someone, aren't we?
I feel like we are. But you know, that's just a theory.
Chica.
Freddy, Bonnie, don't forget about me.
You do realize that Toy Bonnie was talking about me.
You do realize I'm going to see what's going on inside of your head?
You do realize that would be very messy and bloody.
If you want to see a video based on me, then get this channel to 2.5k subscribers.
Wow, using your image to overshadow me, Chica?
Funny you say that, buddy boy, because I recall you mentioning how you wanted to beat Freddy's views.
You know what? What happened to that waiter guy you were chasing? Don't you need to see what's going on inside of his head?
Hey, Bonnie. Doesn't that waiter guy feel close to home to you?
Great question. Doesn't that guy who was behind you during the Fast Fest feel close to home to you?
Wow. I guess he does.
Too bad Chica doesn't have anyone who feels close to home for her.
Alright, Bonnie. Let's be more respectful about this.
He's right, Bonnie. After all, who's the one here that has more screen time?
You know what, Chica?
Okay,
No,
I
I'm
understand the
tired.
respect that I
I'm so
just gave you,
tired.
Chica.
Come
Why are you
bring
rubbing it
that
in my
up.
face?
Like,
I want you to understand.
need to
It is
bring
called
that up
Five
every
Nights at
single
Freddy's